M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? 50 seconds, come on. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, stand up. Check out 36. Go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard.
He's coming.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Rock it. Under 10.
Play action. Now it's locked. Going for the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lock.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
To throw it is Lock. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ward. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Lock. Going to throw deep for the ends. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Boswell good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Locke. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they still need 6 yards here on 3rd down after the penalty. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Ward. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Ready, set.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Kill, kill, kill.
Trying the right side with Howard. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
On the give, running right is Howard. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Stop your whining.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
Now on second and 13. Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin.
Jackson's pass. Complete to Miles Boykin. That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 4.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. This is Gordon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson now. He's got his man. It's Andrews. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30. To the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Ready. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Get it.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, box truck.
To throw on 3rd down, Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot, and if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Patrick Owasor. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Throwing is Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the 1st down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing again on second down. Locke steps away to his left. Safarian Jenkins has it. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Locke now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And it's a first down and more for Gordon. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 6-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Austin Safarian-Jenkins. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Jackson, able to get away. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Clock now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
That's another Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Gordon. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Now Gordon. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burned here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set, hut. Pittsburgh. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. And we're going 37's to Mike. Mike 37.
Jackson from the shotgun. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson now 12 of 16 thus far. It's first and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of 2 there, second down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". You're ready, man. Go on, go on. Let's go, baby. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Shoot.
Throwing his lock on third down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. That good for 19 and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down now, it's Armstrong. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On first down, it's Armstrong. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hatchet, hatchet. Say, switch.
They're going to give it to Gordon, and he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch QB jump. Watch QB jump.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
There. Ready?
On 3rd down, block. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back now in Baltimore. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gordon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Now the wolf. Like the 48 right now. Let's go. Here we go, D. Check 3. Check 3. Nice down.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Here we go. 37 to Mike. Mike 37. Here we go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
He's got a man, complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Austin Seferian-Jenkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On first down, Gordon. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Jackson now on third down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Jackson now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Gordon. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Forced out to his left. And now he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a one-score game. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Tucker with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? 15-1. 51.
He's back to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the